Hey, it's Holly. In today's video, I am showing you two compacts that I found in my house. My stuff is still in storage, as I mentioned. I can't really get to it until later this week, so hopefully I'll be able to bring that home this week. However, I found two compacts in my house. They're not Polly Pocket, but they are from 1997, and they are two of the TOMY Pokemon compacts. I probably have mentioned in the past that I have a number of these that I actually purchased new on card, meaning that they are sort of bubble packaged on a piece of cardboard. I got them off of Craigslist, I believe. I got all of them on card all together for $50 Canadian, which is a steal. And the ones that I have on card are from Japan, so all of the writing on the packaging is in Japanese. So someone brought them all the way over here and then sold them to me off Craigslist. However, these two, my friend got these for us off of Craigslist a few years ago, and I just haven't really showed them to you. And here we are. I needed something to show you today, and I found these, so yay! These were made by TOMY, as I mentioned, in 1997. They really are clearly themed after Polly Pockets, and they are so beautifully made. I cannot wait to show you around, so let's get started. Alright, so while we wait for my Polly collection to come out of storage, I figured, hey, why not show you something that I do still have in the house, which is surprisingly two of these Pokemon compacts. Now, I actually have a set of, I want to say 4 or 5, I think it's 5, of these compacts on card, meaning like new in box, but they were sort of bubble packaged on cards that were on hangers. So I do have some that are in basically perfect condition in package, in the Japanese packaging as well. So this looks a little bit different. These are the North American releases as far as I know, but they're the same thing. So I'm going to show you the two that I just miraculously found today, and hopefully when I have my stuff out of storage, I'm hoping within the week, we will then revisit these, and I'll show you the ones I have on card. So I have two sets to show you today. This is the first one. These were made by TOMY in 1997. So TOMY, the toy manufacturer, if you can see that there. So they are, of course, they say copyright Nintendo because Pokemon is a Nintendo intellectual property, but these toys were made by TOMY. So the difference is that on the Japanese version, there's a sticker that looks a little bit different that says Pocket Monsters, but aside from that, they're basically the same. So these are, as you can see in my hands, very much Polly Pocket size. They're a little bit thicker than most Polly Pocket compacts, but they have quite a lot inside. So we'll open this first one up. So this one is meant to be the Veridian Forest, or at least themed off of that. They have little signs that come in them. So this one, you can see actually says Veridian Forest on it. It's super cute. And they fit inside these little peg holes. So these ones, my friend actually found them on Craigslist, maybe even 2+ years ago. And my daughter had just started getting into Pokemon. I had bought her a Polly Pocket, the Keepsake Collection Party Time Surprise back in 2018. So my friend saw this on Craigslist and offered to pick them up for me. And that's how we came across these. So we've actually had these in our house for quite a while, before I even started collecting Polly Pockets again. So this was probably a gateway drug. But as you can see, there's two sides. And the neat thing about these is they're meant to be played with flat. And I'll show you when we get the second one out in a little bit that they actually connect. So there's, this side is basically a little dirt area. This is a really nice high gloss sticker. You can see it's in lovely condition. The outside could probably use with a cleaning and a polish, but I'm feeling lazy today. I don't know, what's that, eggs? I have no idea, could just be flowers. Lots of greenery, but they've done a really good job of bringing color into it and different colored plastics as well. Nice paint job on everything. There's a little nook here that we can have one of the characters hang out. Then this tree folds up with a hammock inside. The other side, there is a log, a little stump, more greenery, another sort of dirt path down here, and some rocks. But I will say the colors are really bright and the paints are very shiny, and it's quite nice to look at. It's very well done. And I think because it's in good condition, it really still has that pop to it, if you know what I mean. So that's what the compact looks like. So it's meant to be played with flat, meaning that you would have this tree fully extended. The hammock does swing, which is super cute. And the stump, if you turn the tree, this is very Polly Pocket-esque, the stump will move. So really sweet. So this set comes with 3 more pieces, 2 of which are figures. So this set comes with Pikachu. Look at that. So small, so cute. Now, I will say these figures, if they were to scale for Polly Pocket, I would say that these would typically be the size of a Polly Pocket teddy bear, but these are actually the same size as a Polly in terms of like how tall they are. So they're quite big. So the characters themselves are much larger than you would anticipate if this was a Polly Pocket. So if you had a figure to scale, a human figure, these would be massive. So we don't have any human figures with these, so therefore that's not a problem. So that's the Pikachu. The other Pokemon figure that comes with it is, I want to say, Oddish. So this is him, her, I don't know. And I think, oh, there's actually Japanese stamped into the back. I'm sure it's probably just copyright information. I don't know if that's even, is this light even on? That'd probably help. So I'm not sure, but anyway, there it is. And then on further inspection, actually, there is in Pikachu too. There's some detail embossed into it. So, but it's Japanese characters and I have no idea what it says. Probably just copyright information. So those are the 2 figures. So you can put them in there and spin them around. I think that's really funny and cute. I love it. But that's kind of most of what this is for. So there is the hammock, of course. You can put Pikachu in there. Really, most of the stuff fits Pikachu best and not necessarily Oddish, the way that it's all shaped. Same with this. I mean, I guess you could, but yeah, he's not bad. Kind of blends in though. Camouflage. But he does fit, so we'll go with it. So that is set 1. There is a 3rd piece. I'm going to save it for a moment though, and we are going to look at the other set. So the other set is a beach scene. This one, the compact, is beautiful muted pink color. Again, same information on the back. Copyright 1997, Nintendo, TOMY. And again, this one has the English sticker on it, so it doesn't say Pocket Monsters, so I presume this is, again, the North American release. So this one, inside it says Seafoam Island, so that's what's written on the signage there. Hopefully that's coming across on camera. Sorry. Where did I get that from here? So this one's a beach scene. You can see there are some islands here, which you can twist one of these trees to turn the island. There's also a secret hideout underneath this island. You can pick this up. This reminds me of Surf and Swim Island, the Vacation Fun series Steamer Trunk Polly Pocket set from 1996 where you could take some of the islands off and there were secret areas underneath. So there's a seashell, some coral, it looks like some pearls and starfish underneath. So I like that little detail. Again, good use of, I would say stickers, but I think this is actually just painted on this side. Yeah, this is just painted. So there's the water. And then the other side has, oh my gosh, is that a fish pond sticker? It's got lily pads. Could be. We could say that that is. I mean, it's coming off of a waterfall. So one side seems to be more river-like, and then the other one is more coastal, if that makes sense. But this side has this nice little beach area. Again, lots of greenery, these palm trees in the middle. This side has this waterfall feature going into what looks to be more still water, so a pond or lake of some sort. A water wheel that you can spin, and a bridge. And the bridge actually comes right out. Don't know why you would want to strand people like that, but you can. So that's this set. So this set comes with also 2 Pokemon figures. So it comes with Squirtle. Isn't that cute? So again, same size as the other ones. And I want to say that this one is called Poliwhirl. So really sweet little figures. So again, we saw that you can interact with the set in that way. So you can turn this while you've got the, yeah, you could in theory. Will the Pokemon stay on? Can you make a full rotation without the Pokemon falling off? I don't think you can. I think this is about to, yeah, oh. And we're done. Yeah. All right, well, that was fun. Supposedly you could hide one of these under there. That's not working out very well. So I'm gonna go with a no on that one. But that's the set. So we have these 4 figures across the 2. So the third piece that each set comes with is its own bridge. So for the one from Veridian Forest is here. So it's it effectively just looks like a log. So if you were to throw a log across the river, that's what that one looks like. And then the other one is a more traditional from Seafoam Island. It's more of a plank style bridge. So it's got actual boards across it, right? So they've got these grooves on the back side. So the idea is you could get a bunch of these sets and actually click them together. I'm actually going to lift this up and show you so you get a better view of it. So it fits basically exactly that thickness. So it sits right on there. And you take it back down and you have to find a spot where it will go. Here we go. I think it actually fits better the other way. There we go. So same thing with this bridge. So I think this is a really cute detail. Not that you'd really want to cross right onto a water wheel, but maybe this is a American Gladiator experience. I wonder if there's like a better recommended way to set this up. This is me thinking about logistics, always thinking about logistics. This is my curse. Okay, how about this? Would this make more sense? This would probably make a lot more sense if we had them cross here. That seems safer. We love a safe crossing. Okay. There we go. All right, Holly's happy with this. So I love this idea because the more you get, the more you can connect, and you can obviously put the bridges different places. If you had 3, you'd have one more bridge, so you could connect to one. You could take one bridge and connect it a different way. I love that. So it's pretty cute in that you have that flexibility to work with when you're setting these up. And I just think, what great little play sets. I was never really a huge Pokemon person myself, although I am partial to Pikachu. I think most people are. But my husband is, my kids are quite into it. My kids are very good at naming Pokemon, so there you have it. So TOMY came out with a number of these sets. There's quite a few. I want to say maybe even as many as 10. And then there's a really large Pokemon Center that they came out with as well. That's kind of meant to be the hub of everything. It's quite impressive. So of the 5 that I have on card, I believe 2 of them are these sets. So I don't have an additional 5 per se. I have duplicates of these, which I enjoy, that I have these ones that are open and I don't feel guilty about having them out to play with. But a really cool idea, executed well. I feel like these really do have that Polly Pocket feel to them, and I think TOMY did a great job. So let me know in the comments, do you have any of these? Did you know they existed? I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. Are you a Pokemon person? Yeah, all of that stuff. So let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on these 1997 TOMY Pokemon playsets? Okay, so what's your favorite part of these sets? You know, for me, I think that they really hit these out of the park. I think the colors are lovely and vibrant. The paint is really well done. I love this Veridian Forest one. I think it's so cute. Obviously, I have a bit of a soft spot for Pikachu, so I'm sure anything that came with a Pikachu probably was a pretty big seller for them regardless. But that being said, this Seafoam Island one is pretty darn cute. I like the idea of having this hidden island in here, but does it actually work in practice? Not really. It didn't really do much for us. But I like that they incorporated moving parts, the spinning tree stump, the spinning island, the water wheel, the hammock, right? 3D elements where they have something pop up. And I also like that you can play with them flat. I think that that's really cool. Of course, there are some Polly Pockets like this. The one that jumps to mind immediately is Suki's Japanese Tea House. But I like the idea that you just fold these flat and you've got a play set, and I love that you can connect them. I'm trying to think, and aside from Polyville having sidewalks that you can line up, I can't really think of any Polly Pockets that were designed to be used together that way per se, right? So it's cool. I like that they each came with one that you could then have another connection and add to another set. I think really smart. So Mattel, if you ever go back down this route, take a lesson from TOMY. I think they nailed it with that. So of the 2, I do prefer the Veridian Forest one, but I will say that the colors of this one are very lovely. And yeah, I would just love to hear your thoughts on them. I'm glad that we picked these up. I had never heard of them before my friend found them on Craigslist, but I'm glad that he did and picked these up for us. These 2 were $5 each. So the other ones that I bought effectively were $10 each, but they were brand new sealed. So, but $5, not bad, not bad. And they're complete. So that's pretty darn good, I think. I have seen these at a local flea market. I believe they were asking $30 or $40 for them. They weren't complete. So I know that they can be a bit harder to find, but at the same time, if you go on eBay, they're there. But finding them with their parts, a bit hard. I also understand that because the figures are so cute, and you can imagine kids probably wanted to take them out and play with them. Easily lost. So thanks to whoever owned these toys before me for keeping it all together, and thanks to the person that effectively sold them to us for $5 each. I think that's an amazing deal. So yeah. So not much new over here. I have not finished that piñata, which I really need to do. So probably gonna have to get to that this evening. Yeah, still in house limbo over here. Nothing really to report. Hoping to get my polys back next week. I also am hoping to get my lot next week. The tracking number, I'm just gonna double check it right now, but so far it has not given me a complete date. But I know the estimate had been for, I wanted to say Tuesday. It's not out for delivery, but it says it's cleared customs. So that's pretty good, I think. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure that I will probably get an update on that, hopefully by Monday afternoon. And if I do get it before basically end of day Wednesday, then I'll do my unboxing video for you, provided that I don't like get kicked out of my house for showing or something. But that's really the update over here. Not a lot to report, but it will be an exciting week, hopefully, because I should be getting that lot, and I'm very, very, very excited for that. Yeah. So again, if you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It is free to subscribe, but it also helps the channel, as does liking the videos, as does commenting on the videos. All of that stuff helps the algorithm and helps keep us up there in the search results. So I appreciate that if you can. That is an easy way to support the channel. You can also find me on social media. Look up Pocket Vintage Toys. You'll find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You'll find me there. Best place to connect with me outside of YouTube. Other than that, that's it for me for today. Send good vibes. I've got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of cleaning to do. I got to finish that piñata. Hopefully maybe someone will buy our house, who knows? So send good vibes. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.